When Adis tells Efoni about her pregnancy, expecting him to stand by her, he instead reacts coldly. "I am not ready for this. It's your problem, not mine," he says, turning his back on her. This moment shatters Adis' trust and leaves her feeling betrayed and alone. She faces public shame and disappointment, but her family's support and her inner strength help her navigate this difficult time. Once upon a time in the small village of Izioma, life was simple and everyone knew each other. Adis, a smart and beautiful 17-year-old girl, lived there with her family. Adis was loved by everyone because she was kind and always had a bright smile. One day, Adis met Efoni, a young man who had just come back from the big city of Lagos. Efoni was tall, strong, and very charming. Everyone liked him, and Adis found herself liking him too. They met during the New Yam Festival, a big celebration in the village. Efoni told Adis many interesting stories about Lagos, and she listened with excitement. They started meeting often by the river where Adis fetched water. Efoni always said nice things to her, and soon, they became very close. But then, Adis realized she was pregnant. She thought Efoni would marry her as he had promised, but she was wrong. When Adis told Efoni about the baby, he changed. He became cold and said, "I am not ready for this. It's your problem, not mine." Adis felt very sad and betrayed. She had to tell her family, and the whole village soon knew about it. Adis' father, Obi, was very disappointed, but he loved his daughter and decided to support her. Her mother, Chinya, also stood by her. The village elders called Efoni and told him to take responsibility, but he refused. He paid a fine, but that couldn't fix what he did to Adis. Months later, Adis gave birth to a healthy baby boy named Chokudi, which means God is alive. Despite everything, Adis loved her son very much. She worked hard to take care of him and helped her mother with the chores. One day, Adis met Emeka, a quiet and hardworking farmer who had moved to Izioma. Emeka saw Adis struggling with her basket at the market and offered to help. From then on, Emeka started looking out for Adis and Chokudi. He admired how strong and brave Adis was, and soon, he fell in love with her. Adis was scared to trust another man, but Emeka was different. He was kind and caring. He brought fresh vegetables for her, helped with house repairs, and played with Chokudi. Slowly, Adis started to trust him. One evening, Emeka took Adis and Chokudi to the riverbank. As they watched the sunset, Emeka said, "Adis, you are an amazing woman. I admire you and have grown to love you. Will you build a future with me and Chokudi?" Adis had tears in her eyes, but this time they were happy tears. She had feared she would never find love again, but Emeka was offering her a second chance. She said, "I was afraid to trust again, but you have shown me that not all men are like Efoni. Yes, Emeka, I will build a future with you." News of Adis and Emeka's relationship spread through the village. When Efoni heard, he felt regret and guilt. He watched from a distance as Emeka became like a father to Chokudi. One day, Efoni couldn't bear the guilt anymore and approached Emeka. "Emeka, I owe you and Adis an apology. I was wrong and selfish. I see now what I lost, and I regret it deeply," he said. Emeka looked at Efoni and replied, "It takes courage to admit your mistakes. But you should apologize to Adis and Chokudi." Efoni nodded and went to find Adis. When he saw her by the river, he said, "Adis, I am sorry. I failed you and our son. Please forgive me. I want to be part of Chokudi's life." Adis looked at him with tears in her eyes. "Efoni, forgiveness is a journey. I can't forget the pain you caused, but for Chokudi's sake, I will let you be part of his life. But you must prove that you are truly sorry." Efoni began spending time with Chokudi, earning his trust and love. He worked with Emeka in the fields and learned the value of hard work. The villagers saw his change and hoped he had truly changed. As time passed, Efoni and Emeka became friends. They both loved Chokudi and wanted the best for him. Adis saw the positive changes in Efoni and began to let go of her past hurts. She focused on her future with Emeka, who had become her rock. Adis and Emeka decided to get married. The whole village celebrated their wedding. Even Ifeanyi joined the festivities, feeling lighter than he had in years. He had found a purpose in being a father to Chukwudi and becoming a better man. The villagers started to respect him again. Life settled into a new routine for Adis, Emeka, and Chukwudi. Adis started a small business selling handmade crafts, and it became very successful. Emeka expanded his farm, and their family prospered. Ifeanyi, now a skilled carpenter, trained young men in his trade. He found fulfillment in his work and in being a part of Chukwudi's life. Though he and Adis never rekindled their romance, they developed a respectful relationship for Chukwudi's sake. The village of Izioma thrived, thanks to the hard work and unity of its people. Adis and Emeka became respected leaders, guiding the community with wisdom and compassion. Ifeanyi found peace in his new role, and Chukwudi grew up surrounded by love and support. Adis and Emeka's love story became a legend in Izioma. It was a story of overcoming pain, finding new love, and the importance of forgiveness and community. Chukwudi, inspired by his parents and Ifeanyi, pursued higher education and brought new ideas back to the village, ensuring a bright future for everyone. Years later, a mature and accomplished Chukwudi returned to Izioma, bringing with him new ideas and innovations. He used his education to further enhance the village's agriculture and crafts, ensuring that Izioma remained a beacon of progress and unity. Adis and Emeka, now elders, looked upon their son with pride. Their hearts were full, knowing that their love and hard work had paved the way for a brighter future. Ifeanyi, too, found joy in seeing Chukwudi's achievements, his heart at peace with the role he had played in his son's life. The village of Izioma continued to flourish, a testament to the power of forgiveness, love, and community. And so, the story of Adis, Emeka, and Ifeanyi became an enduring legacy, a reminder that from the deepest pain can come the greatest strength, and from the darkest moments, a dawn of new love and hope.